We are shifting focus now. The US Justice Department on Friday, December the 19th, released thousands of files related to sex offender and accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein and his associated Maxwell. The development came after US Congress last month passed a bill requiring President Donald Trump's administration to release the documents. Significant controversy erupted over extensive redactions obscuring many details, with officials acknowledging potential over-redaction while citing victim privacy protection and impracticality of identifying every person in photographs. The files, in fact, are not everything that the Justice Department has regarding Epstein. The department has said that it will continue rolling out the documents in the coming weeks. Let's in fact take a look at some of the key takeaways from the release of the Epstein files, and we'll take you across through those key images that have come across that have been released by the US Justice Department. So when we're looking at the redactions, what did they redact? The Epstein files. Number one, the newly unsealed Epstein files include FBI records and old photographs. So they also include FBI records and old photographs. Over 13,000 pages released, but many sections remain heavily redacted. So what happens is, even if you release a certain amount of numbers of files, 13,000 pages have been released, but a lot of them seem to be redacted. So there is no information that you can cull out from those released files. Photos actually show Epstein with figures like Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. So those are some of the photos that are actually coming to the fore. Some really prominent names like Bill Clinton that has been released, and those photos also have been released. Clinton's team says that he cut ties with Epstein years ago. So now obviously Bill Clinton's team has come to his defense. They've stated that years ago all the ties that Bill Clinton had with Jeffrey Epstein have been cut off, and this is not a new meeting or a new photo that has been released. Trump's name has also appeared, but it has appeared rarely in the latest document batch. So in the latest batch that has been released, Trump's name has appeared, but very rarely. Critics are arguing that the Justice Department release has excessive blackouts. So critics are saying that there are too many blackouts. It's impossible to find out the details of those pages if you have blacked out the information. And no major new revelations about unknown accomplices so far. So the main reason why these files are being released is to get more information about the accomplices. But if you redact information, that's not going to happen. So that's what the critics are saying. Additional files are also in fact slated to be released, and the release actually follows the Epstein Files Transparency Act. So this was in fact what led to the release of these files. So this is these are some of the details that have come to the fore as of now. And remember that December 19th was the day when we were looking at all these releases, these new photos that have come out. Joining us on the broadcast is Arvind Tejawat, International Affairs expert. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the broadcast. We appreciate your time. So when you're looking at the entire release, there have been a lot of redactions. And what people are saying is, if you black out so much of information, how will you come to know what you really need to know? That who are those different accomplices, who are those people involved? What do you have to say on that front, sir?
Thank you very much. But here I am having a different opinion. If we compare the Indian culture and the US culture, then it's totally different. When the Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky controversy has happened, at that moment the US citizens were not concerned about that, what the relationship the president was having with a young girl. But the major issue was that after taking the oath of a constitution, the Bill Clinton stated the lie statement, and so that was the real issue. Otherwise, lots of the U.S. Politicians and presidents, even at the politician at the top level, senators, they were involved and indulged in lots of sex scandals. But probably at this moment, I suppose it is not required to go into more. So it might be a tabletop gossip kind of thing, but I don't think that it's going to affect the politics too much. And if we think about India's viewpoint, then India has nothing to do with that. Otherwise, I'm less concerned about the issue. I was just informed about it, so I think I need to read a lot about it.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the broadcast. We appreciate your time.